Welcome into the Recipe Podcast. This is the Unplugged episode of the Recipe. So we're in our new studio. I'm your host, Chef Charles Carroll. What a great day. What a great show. And we have the famous Phil Phoenix in the house. Say hey, Phil.
I'm in the house.
Yeah,
What's
man.
Up?
Yeah, you
I'm
look
here.
Yeah, you look a little bit fresh. I don't know.
Yeah.
You,
Well, I'm fresh every day.
Yeah?
I shower
Is that
every
right?
morning and every night.
And Phil, how big of a deal is this that we have the Cowan? You
It's
remember?
a big deal, man.
Yeah, you remember Jess Cowan?
Slightly.
And here she is, Jessica Cowan. Say hey, Jess. We got the band back together.
Yeah.
We got the old band back together.
Super excited.
Yeah.
To
So
be up this early with technology again.
so this is our Jess. How do you like our new studio?
I'm thoroughly impressed.
Right?
This is a lot. This is a huge upgrade since last I was here.
Is this like this is like legit
From a
shit.
table,
Yeah.
tiny table in the room.
The tiny, I know. The couches,
Yeah.
fridge, the coffee. I like it.
Yeah, we're live streaming. We got the old band back together. It's like the old days, so it's a big deal for us. And so Jess came in to be our guest host today. Our first guest host, I think, maybe. A lot of firsts.
Really?
A lot of firsts today, huh? So
Guest host.
returning, we brought the Cowan back, and of course we have Phil Phoenix, who does all the sound engineering, and Venus Flytrap is absent once again.
We had too many vacations.
Yeah, man. I don't know how does he get away with that?
I guess when you work at River Oaks for like 85 years, you get like a lot of vacation.
Dude, no, he hasn't been. He's been there what?
Like probably 4.
6 years. Yeah, whatever it is. Anyway, he does a great job, and I don't know if he's bringing a group of people over to Europe for some wine tasting, but
He's going to one wine tasting, he said.
yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
That would be cool. So anyway, so he's doing that, and actually, the Bobbit is setting up something at work, so we had to excuse her. But we do have Jay. Jay's over there running the show and producing the show, and he's our manager. And then Kelsey Stina, behind the scenes. There she is, Kelsey Stina. So she's also assisting and producing the show. So we do have we're very well represented today. And a couple things before we get started. We are proud to be syndicated show. As you know, we're on live Helium Radio on Mondays, 4:30 Central, and also on Thursdays at 4:30. So we have 2 shows on Monday and 1 show on Thursday, and that's heliumradio.com. You can find us there. But hey, it's so cool to have you guys back in studio. But we have breaking news today. You guys probably don't. You probably don't even know this
I don't.
because you don't put the TV on and read the newspaper.
Well, I don't
Not
have
at all.
time.
But this is really cool, breaking news, because there was a serious plane crash this morning.
No.
Is it the one that they stole?
Yeah. So
Wait,
I
what?
don't fucking know.
yeah, it's a Cowan on the first queue there. You see the first queue? It says
Okay.
The first tab.
yeah, first tab.
Stolen planes, flight
Yeah.
capture.
So there's a play button on the bottom left.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me a second. I haven't used
There
the
it is.
laptop in
There
a
it
little
is.
while.
There you go.
I like the mouse, right?
Yeah, I'm like, meh.
Using a mouse is good.
Try that.
Okay.
See what happens.
Wait, is it? Okay.
Crazy bank.
He's going.
Oh, he's rolling. He's upside down.
Holy!
Oh,
He does a barrel roll. Look at
Holy!
come on.
Holy!
He's going water.
Holy! Oh my god! Oh my god! Is he okay? He's okay.
He's pulling out?
He's
What the
okay.
f-
Okay, he's okay. He's okay. Wait,
What in the
didn't roll.
f- is going on?
He's an airline
Guys, do
employee.
we leave? What do we
No,
do?
it's fine.
He's like a
He's
bad
Are you
hitter.
sure he's not gonna hit us?
Yeah, it's
And
fine.
he
What the
jumped in the
hell
plane
is
and
going
He's
steals
not
on?
gonna hit us. Are you sure he's not gonna hit us? Are you sure he's not gonna hit us?
Barrel rolls.
That's like a commercial line.
What the hell? Oh my god. What is happening right now?
My phone, you got it?
Yes.
They send the jets after.
Alaska Airlines Q400. What the f is he doing over here?
Yeah.
Cool. He's looking for somewhere
Or
to
something.
land.
You're not gonna hear.
Everybody has.
You're not gonna hear it from him. But anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, so he
He should
crashed
never
it.
be that low over here.
No.
But anyway, so yeah, so that's breaking news. So
What happened?
not only you're good.
Okay. Scared me a little
Just
bit.
put it on pause because
There we go.
Okay. But not only do we have breaking news, and not only do we have a guest host, but we're actually breaking news this morning. So people are waking up, live streaming on Facebook, and YouTube, and they're learning from us what's going on.
Learning that someone died. God. Good morning.
Warning, someone is dead.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we do. You know what we have to do? We have to talk about our sponsors real quick because we're in this really cool studio and we're doing a lot of cool things, and we are live streaming, and we have some really fantastic partners that are helping us out and making it all happen. So I want to talk about them a little bit. We have Dunkin' Coffee. A big shout out to Dunkin' Coffee, one of our sponsors. We're very grateful to have Mills Duncan. He's a really super great guy, and he'll fix, grind, and make the perfect custom blend of coffee for you. So you just go down there and see him and make a blend that you like, which is pretty cool, and put your name on it. He has full service coffee of teas for hotels, clubs, and restaurants. Customer service is also one of their best attributes, and you can just ask me about that and go out and go to their website, duncancoffee.com, and try their blend today. That's DUNCAN coffee.com. And we're proud that we have 4 sponsors, but we've actually said no to one. We're taking ones that we believe in and the ones that we generally care about. So I'm proud to do that. I want to talk about the people that we love and love their product. So the next sponsor we have is Aceway Incorporated. Aceway with owner Ricardo Acevedo. He's also an amazing guy. He and his team will come in and help you clean out your kitchens in front of the house, back of the house, office buildings, you name it, they'll clean it with amazing attention to details. All the chefs out there and business owners, you know how it's like after the employees go home, or how difficult it is to find these great stewards and have them show up on time. And now you don't have to worry about any of that hiring anymore. Let them take care of it. Aceway will take care of all your problems, and they do an amazing job. So you can go onto my website and get their phone number as well, Aceway and owner Ricardo Acevedo. Next, we have the Escoffier School of Culinary Arts. Yeah, I know you guys are interested in culinary arts, but all our listeners out there, if you're interested in fulfilling a career in culinary arts or pastry arts, then you need an education partner that can help you reach the next level. Escoffier School of Culinary Arts can help you excel in the kitchen and beyond with a balanced curriculum. Well, we have a loud outside today, don't we?
Yeah.
With sirens and stuff like that.
Motorcycles.
But
Somebody died.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
They just heard the news.
Yeah. But Escoffier Culinary Arts, they can help you to above and beyond and balance that curriculum that focuses on the latest culinary skills and methods as well as business and operations. They also offer a flexible 100% online format perfect for working professionals. I've seen this online program, so any of you out there want to do an education online, this one is fantastic, and they are one of the best in the business with that. World-renowned reputation, personalized student support, professional chefs, instructors, and a lifetime career assistance. And they have federal grants and financial aid available for those who qualify. So all of that is really fantastic. So go to escoffier.edu. That's ESCOFFIER.edu. And learn more about Escoffier. I've been to the schools. I've been to both schools, and I've also seen that program online, and I can tell you that it is fantastic. Last but not least, we have the Beef Council, the Texas Beef Council. I can't tell you a lot about this right now because they're our latest sponsor, but what I can tell you, we'll tell you about it more probably in the next couple of shows, is that we love them. You know why we love them, Phil?
You like beef?
Well, that, but they love chefs. And they take good care of chefs, and they help chefs. They help them with information. They help them with education, and they support chefs, and that's why we love the Texas Beef Council, and we're thankful that they are supporting us. So there you have it. How cool is
Do we
that,
get
Carol?
paid in steaks?
You know what? Maybe.
You get paid in smiles.
That's what I get out of today. I'm walking out here with 2 steaks.
Maybe we'll have to check the green room. But they're going to send a lot of swag,
Oh yeah.
the Texas Beef Council.
Steaks?
I
I'm
didn't,
sorry.
they didn't
I'm
mention
stuck on
that.
the steaks.
Yeah, I want a steak now.
But they're going to send a lot of swag, and listeners out there, check this out. And you're going to start paying attention because you're actually going to be able to win trips on this show. We're so big time right now.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So you're gonna be able to. Texas Beef Council is gonna give us all kinds of swag and things to giveaways and shirts and koozies and what do you call those really expensive ones?
Tumblers?
No. What's
What?
those really expensive ones, Kelsey? That we the ones that
like
keep.
a koozie?
Yeah. Yeah, Yeti. Yeah.
Oh,
Those.
Yeti.
Those.
That is a
It's a tumbler.
Tumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's an expensive tumbler.
Yes.
So they're going to give us all kinds of
Sure.
stuff like that, and so people can call in or they can hit our Facebook and
Hit the Facebook.
and they can do all that. But listeners, but while we're right here, we by the way, Phil, since we went to Malaysia and did all our live shows over there, um, our membership has blown up, and a lot of cool things have been happening, and we have a lot of listeners. So listeners all over the world, thank you for that. But we have lost my train of thought now. What am I talking about?
Said that after we got back from Malaysia, we got a lot of.
Yeah, blown up.
Listeners.
So we know we have a lot of
I
listeners.
got you back on track.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So what we want to do, we just want to educate you a little bit. Don't only just go on Facebook and wait for the next show to come up and push that link and listen to it. We want you to subscribe to the show, and go on to the on your phone. Everybody's got a smartphone, and go on to the iPod. There's an iPod button on there, and for iPhones, it's a purple button. Push that purple podcast button.
Purple icon.
Yeah.
What's
So
that song? The Purple Eater? The Purple Eater? No?
No,
No?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
wow.
Please, somebody know what I'm
Gotta
talking
gotta drink
now,
more.
now, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, thank you.
Believe me.
Yes.
Please.
It was like a kid's song back in the 90s. Anyways.
They listen to podcasts back then
No, I think this. When did podcasts start to
I
exist?
think like late 90s.
since we started.
Late 90s, early aughts.
Yeah, early aughts.
Early aughts.
So getting back to my educational point about podcasts.
You gotta subscribe.
On your iPhone, there's a purple button there, podcast. So if you don't have one of those, just download a podcast. What do you call it? Icon, and then search the recipe podcast, Chef Charles Carroll, and then it'll pop up. It's a little blue icon. Push that, and then subscribe. And after that, all those shows go right into your phone automatically. And we're in your pocket anywhere you go. So if you're going to the gym, you're going to the shopping, you're going in your car. I haven't listened to a radio in like 10 or 12, almost a year now. So then the Texans
Yeah.
came back on. I started listening to radio because I want to know
God.
what's going on with the Texans. But
We started about that. Opening day, Josh is on the couch. I'm not allowed to talk or text or whatever.
yeah, exactly.
I like Josh.
It's football.
You
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you?
Hey, how is the truck, by the way?
Well, I told you that I had news.
Uh-oh.
What's your news?
What's going on here? I don't see a ring.
We're moving in.
Yeah,
together.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'm moving down to Sugarland.
Holy shit.
The look on Chef's face is priceless.
Well, I mean, it's like you guys are already, but pretty much
Well,
that.
yeah, but I mean, it's official now, so.
Now you got a long-ass drive.
It's not bad. In traffic, it's about 30, 35 minutes.
Why doesn't he move up?
Because he has his own house. He's
Oh, that's right.
established and
Yeah,
a
the
dog
truck
and
is
everything.
established
So,
as a dog.
yeah.
Does he have a
my-
white picket fence?
No, but when I get done with that yard, he sure as hell will.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
White picket fence, dog. What do you think, Phil?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's good.
Poor
I don't know.
Pete. I say a dog. Poor Pete's more like an old gerbil.
Isn't there a song about that? Something about a house, a dog, a picket fence, and something else comes out.
Probably a
that?
country song. I don't listen
Yeah,
to
yeah.
country.
Yeah. No. So wow, Cowan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's mom and dad think about that?
Oh, my mom's already painting the nursery at her house.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. She's like,
Whoa.
When
she
you gonna pop
literally-
them kids out?
Yeah, no,
Whoa.
really. I told her, and at first she was like, "Well, are y'all sure? Are you sure? Like, is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, we're moving in." She goes, "Okay."
Wow.
And then the next time I spoke to her, and she goes, "Well, your father and I were thinking, and we'll probably turn one of the upstairs room into like a sub nursery, so that when you come and visit, and then the pool house, we'll turn that into y'all's like little house, like guest house, so you can just stay for long." I'm like,
Yeah.
Let's pump the brakes.
Hey,
Step
slow
one,
down.
yeah, step one.
Well, you and Josh and you and the truck just stay in the east wing of the Cowan Fortress.
Yeah, no, but I
Stay-
like
stay in the pool house.
No, but I like
It's
the
like
Sugarland area. It's
2,000
super
square
nice.
feet pool house.
We do. We stay
And the
there.
grill is in super good shape too. It's nice and clean. The grill over there.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, everything's clean.
Wow, big news, Cowan,
Yeah.
huh? Wow.
Yeah.
How's your new job going?
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. It's busier than hell, and it's hard work. But
That's
it's good.
scary, isn't it? It's busier than hell when we're slow.
Well, we're down 2 people, so
Yeah.
that sucks. So
Mm.
I'm doing all the clerical admin work as well as all the little small parties, plus all the kids parties. Which guess what? In the summer, everybody wants to have a kids party.
Right.
Yeah.
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 So
We love the kids parties.
Do you?
No. Anyway, so
Pizza and chicken tenders.
have you heard the Phoenix's news yet? Phoenix's.
I'm getting married.
Like, weren't you already
No, my wife's pregnant.
Again?
What?
Oh,
So,
how far along?
4 months.
Oh.
So we'll find out if it's a boy or girl
Next
next
month?
week.
Oh, next week?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think
that's so
she's
quick.
almost 5 months. So
What do you? Okay, I know everybody's asking you this, but what are you hoping for?
I don't care.
You okay?
It was like, you want a boy, right? I was like, not really. I mean,
Yeah, you want a boy, girl.
no, we have all the clothes for a girl, so
Yeah, that's true. It would save you money,
yeah.
but not that much money. Because let's be real, a girl's a girl.
I really don't care.
Oh, well,
If it's a
that's so
boy, cool, girl,
exciting. I'm so happy for you guys.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Aw.
man, you got to get really, really get what do you call it? Serious now, right? I mean, this is a big deal. Family's growing, and
Yeah. Luckily, I
yeah,
have a big
yeah.
house, so
yeah. So how's
not
the,
listed in an
Right.
apartment or anything.
how's the
so.
front yard's in good shape, man? You've been
Yeah.
taking care of that.
Yeah, except for the people who cut other people's grass around my house. They blow all the leaves like towards my yard.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Wait, so is that why when I told you I had big news, you thought I was pregnant? Because I feel like
No,
everyone's
no,
pregnant
no.
this year.
That's-
Pregnant or having babies.
Oh, that's a go-to thing.
Okay.
I was wondering if maybe you got something sparkly over your vacation.
No, everybody thought that. Like,
Mm.
I had 5 people think that I was going to get engaged in Mexico. I'm like, we've only been together a year.
Really? Just
yeah,
a year?
I know. It feels like
Jesus
longer.
Christ, it feels like it's been
Mhm.
like 5, huh, Phil?
Yeah, no, it's only been, we started dating in May of last year. So,
Mm. Well, shout out to the truck.
yeah.
Hey, off, what do you call it? Subject. Phil, see this? Well, Jay, can you go back to the other screenshot of Phil? Just Phil alone. See that arm right there? That obviously the microphone arm.
Yeah.
You know the Joe Rogan show? Can't we? He has one low and low,
Well, just go like this.
long and low.
But I don't want to stand here and talk like this. So,
Yeah, that's good, man.
hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Just hanging out today.
Me.
My name is Phil.
What's up, guys?
My name is Phil.
Welcome to the
Yes.
Recipe Podcast, Celebrity Secrets to a Successful
Successful
Life.
life.
I'm your producer. No, you're an engineer. Well, that's good on
Hey.
you. Yeah,
What's up?
just
It
don't
does
move it
not
up.
look right.
Yeah,
so-
don't move it up and down. We have all kinds of questions.
Whoa.
This is a clean show here.
It's a family-friendly
So
show.
so my question is, Jay, maybe
Just
you,
like Hooters is a family restaurant.
maybe you know, and maybe
Hey, it is.
I want the low.
those
I want the
pickles
low
are
mic.
good.
I'm trying to talk about the mic. You
I'm
guys,
sorry.
you guys going down the wrong.
He's mentioned Hooters. Now I want wings and fried pickles.
Oh, wow.
I'm
See,
sorry.
now you broke it.
I didn't. I fixed it.
Yeah,
I fixed it.
it's all right.
I am the best.
So, can we get that low? Do you think you can find that low mic, that low mic arm?
Did his actually like go across?
But yeah, it goes low and then the mic comes up, but I think it's a different mic.
Why don't we call him and ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get my phone out. Let me call
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Call Rogan up. Joe Rogan. So, anything else? Anything else, Phil? Are you fixing anything? Building anything? You know?
No. Just building that family.
Yeah.
Building
Cowan is moving in, and she's going to build a white picket fence.
Mhm.
I just got back from vacation with my family, my beautiful family. Celestine over there. Went to
How was that?
really good. Went to Paris.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's a good city.
We wa-
Dirty, but really good city.
we walked dirty how? Like dirty?
It was
dirty?
just, I just thought the city was dirty. But granted, I went when I was 13. Yeah,
Like,
13.
ow.
Yeah, ow.
Ow.
It was just like the roads and stuff were just dirty in the city, but
Like
the-
trash or what?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
it was just
Yeah, but
It's
bro,
dirty.
they have the people who sweep the streets are sweeping in a blazer. They have a blazer on. They have a sport coat.
oh my god.
That's crazy.
Bro, you know what else? I saw even the panhandlers, the beggars, had a sport coat on. And I'm like, really, dude? And we're eating in front of a really expensive, pretty expensive lunch place, patty. You know, it's outdoor.
Mhm.
Everything is outdoor. And
Maybe still.
yeah, like 1,000 of them, a million of them. And here comes a panhandler dude, and he has a sport coat on. Like, right on, dude. You look good. Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
got,
God.
and yeah, he was freshly shaved and asking for a few francs. Actually, not francs anymore, but euros.
Yellow.
But anyway, yeah. So we went over there, and the first 3 days we walked 6.5 6.5 and 7.5 miles.
How'd you track that?
Randy's little deal.
The Fitbit.
Yeah.
The Fitbit.
Is it Fitbit? Hello.
I know. The entire time we talk about the trip, we must look like this.
Do you have the money?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really cool. So yeah, we walked everywhere and did the Eiffel Tower thing, and you know what? This is the first vacation I've ever had with my family that I didn't have a chef jacket,
That's insane.
a tie, or
Oh,
a
I
computer.
thought you were about to say ever. I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I went to the lake and stuff like that, but this is the first time I've traveled to something cool, a vacation, that we're staying in hotels and somebody's, and I'm not speaking, I'm not demoing, I'm not doing whatever. I don't have a computer, and I didn't have a chef jacket. It was pretty cool.
that's
You're still
awesome.
texting about work though. So
I-
what the fuck? This guy doesn't just take a vacation?
I did stop though. I'm not gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna tell you why. But I did after
Mama probably got mad.
about the fourth or fifth day I unplugged from work. I stopped reading the work emails. So, but yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so that was cool. And what else? Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I went over there. I think it was the third or fourth grade, right? My dad took our family in the sixth. So we
To
actually,
Philly?
yeah. Well, we traveled for a month or 6 weeks
Mhm.
in a van, and we drove all over Europe. And one of the places we stopped was obviously in France, and we went to a place called Tour Le Jean restaurant. And this place has been there since like 1600, and it's amazing and it's stupid expensive. And it's obviously it's a monument of a restaurant. It's been there forever, and it's the best of the best of the best. So this must have been, I don't know, back in the late 70s or 80s, late 70s. And my dad couldn't afford to take all 6 of us there, right? But he did. He figured out a way, and we had you have to have a sport coat, you have to have a tie, and have all that stuff. So I didn't have any of that with me. So I used my sister's blouse, and I did have a coat that I get by, and I used somebody else, my sister's scarf as a tie, and we figured out a way, and somebody else had to use bobby pins to get, we got into the restaurant. Cost a freaking fortune. That was the first time I've ever had consomme. So imagine the third grade, I remember that, right? My first experience having consomme. And it was ridiculously expensive. And so let's face it, people in France, they can be, a little bit snobbish, and they don't like us too much, and at sometimes. But the maitre d' saw this and saw a dad and a mom that knew that they probably couldn't afford this dinner, but they wanted to take their family there. And so the maitre d' took on to us, took on to my dad. So he brought us out a couple extra courses, and then he brought us. He said, "I'm going to take you to this very special, deal, and take you down to the wine cellar." And so he took us down to the wine cellar, and that was one of the most amazing memories I've ever had in my life. And the deal is back in the war. Okay, when the Germans came in and invaded, and the Germans always they came in and they stole all the antiques and they stole all the booze, and that's what they would do. And so they knew they were coming, and so they bricked off this wine cellar, 2/3 of it, and they walled it off with cement bricks. And it was such a huge collection that when the soldiers came down, they were so blown away with how much wine it was. They said, "Okay, well, it's still all the wine left." Well, the bombings went on, and I need to look this up, but it was years later, like 20, 30, 40 years later, they found the rest of the wine. And so it was perfectly conditioned because it was cold. It's perfectly taken care of, never been touched, perfect temperature, and they found this wine cellar that was, so valuable, it was ridiculous. So isn't that a cool story?
Damn.
Yeah. And it's right across the street from Notre Dame. And so I told my family, I said, "Look, and it's hot. It's blazing hot. 75. No, I'm sorry, 95.
I was like,
75 is
75
not
days.
hot.
Yeah, 95.
What were you
90
wearing?
It was so hot, and no AC anywhere.
Yeah.
I know, that's the worst part about Europe. They don't do AC.
Yeah, it was hot. So I said,
Not even your hotel room?
not in the hotel room either.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine July. I mean, I spent May
I
in
don't think
Spain.
I'm going to go over that way.
And I remember my dad and
The
I in
rain
the
in
apartment. Yeah, the
Spain
rain in Spain
falls
falls
mainly
mainly in the plain. No, but we did. We spent May, the last 2 weeks of May in Spain in this apartment. And literally, me and my dad in our underwear just laying on the couch, just trying to get some
Yeah.
breeze from the
crazy.
coast.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry. to
No,
interrupt your
anyway,
story.
that's basically the story. So I made my family. We walked down 7 blocks to the house. I just had to see it again. You know what I mean? I just wanted to see it. and we went to Notre Dame, and it was beautiful. And it was just a great trip for all of us. So we walked all the way down there, and my goal was we were nicely dressed, but shorts on and sneakers, and I had a shirt like this, but we're smartly dressed, but we're shorts and not T-shirts, not graffiti, nothing like that, but respectful. And so I went to the door, and first of all, I'm walking up, and the doorman is over by the bus stop. He was walking over, it's about 50 feet over the bus stop, and I'm watching. He has a full coat on, hat, the whole garb, walking over there, and he's pulling out cigarettes, and I'm watching him going over there, and he pulls out and lights up and lights. He's looking out of the corner of the eye and sees me going towards the front door. Doesn't make one effort to, as he's lighting up, he's watching me. He's like, dude, you don't think you're going in the restaurant, do you? I mean, this is what he's thinking. You don't really think you're going in there, do you? Yeah. He's like, a couple drags, and I go to pull, and he's like, oh Christ, puts his cigarette down, and then comes over, and I'm like, dude, I just, not much very good service, right? But he wasn't gonna give me service because I had shorts on. And so he comes over, and I said, I need to speak to the manager. And he's like, oh. So he goes in, tells the manager, and comes over. So I tell him this whole heartthrob story, the one I just told you, my dad, blah, 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 and my kids are here, and I just want them to show them. And the general manager is like, yeah, oh, okay. And I said, the wine cellar, no. And that was it. It's like,
no.
He's like, no, dude, come on. Are you kidding me? You're not getting in there like this. And that was the end of the story.
Oh,
That was funny.
that sucks. So
Yeah.
y'all never got to see the wine cellar.
No.
Thing.
But it was funny though because, but we did go to Pierre Garnier restaurant.
Okay.
Three
Okay.
three appetizers, 4 entrees, 1 dessert, a mortgage payment, like legit nice house mortgage payment.
Like $1,500.
Okay,
type of?
1850. 1850.
Wait, for the whole dinner for 4 of you.
Yeah.
For one.
For one per person.
Three apps, 4 entrees, 1 dessert, 1 bottle,
Per person?
1 bottle of wine.
Per person.
$1,850 for all of us.
No, but what I'm asking is like each of you got 3 appetizers.
No.
Each of you got.
no.
Oh
Well,
no.
okay, no. So
Okay, hold
yes and no.
It's like sharing.
Like I want to know how much food you
Family
got
style.
Okay, so
for $1,800.
Kelsey, were there prices on your menu? There wasn't. See.
It's like, order this. Good luck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So there were prices on my menu, and so we get it. And Chris, I've been telling everybody about this restaurant. So everyone's fired up. We're so excited. We couldn't wait to get there, and everyone knew exactly. They knew how excited I was. I was proud to be able to bring everybody there. So we get there, and I said, well, we should have some champagne. And what Kelsey, what'd you have to drink?
No. What was it called?
I don't know.
Key Royale.
She had something with bubbles in it, and
Yeah, I think it was like champagne. They put some some syrup in it. Like some
Oh yeah,
syrup.
that's a Key Royale.
okay. So
Yeah.
her and Randy have one of those, and I
It's a
have.
very popular drink in French.
And my wife and I have champagne. I knew that was going to be €30 at least each glass, but I wasn't.
Whatever.
I wasn't gonna
It's an
work.
experience.
Yeah, we're there for the whole experience, and so we get the wine and they bring the menus. I still haven't really looked at the menu yet. The girls can get the menu, and also they come with 5 amuses, and they're beautiful. And they're 5 different amuses all around the table, right?
And when you say amuses, you're meaning like a little
What-
poquito.
One was a foie gras ball covered with cherry, and another one was a goat cheese thing, and so all these kind of things. You really,
Bite size.
We need
So-
to go to the store tonight.
so we get the champagne.
Salivating.
We get the champagne. We're toasting, and we get oh, this is really cool. I said, this is free. Is it good? The girls couldn't believe it. No, is it free? Well, not really, but anyway, enjoy it. So then I just sit back and I open up the menu, and I see the appetizers. First course, €160, €140, €170, and so I'm thinking, all right, guys,
This is your meal.
eat that shit and finish your drink, and we're out of here. No, but I was thinking that. I think I even actually said
Walking
that.
out one by one.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat the amuses and get the hell out of there, and that would have been €200 anyway, just for the drinks. But anyway, so what happens is, yeah, no joke. The appetizers like 100, anywhere from 130 to €160, and the
Where do they
entree
put it? Fresh gold?
anywhere from 200 to €230.
With diamonds in it.
So like $100 is like $120.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So
So really, you paid like over $2,000.
no, it was
for that thing.
1850 US
That was
dollars.
with tax.
Oh, U.S.
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
so
still.
so what happens is, and the entrees are anywhere from 180 to 250, and so I'm thinking, shit, I'm thinking in my mind, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But I was thinking $300 a person was gonna do it, but anyway, it wasn't. So what happens is, let's say you order veal. You order the veal entree, and then you get 5 different preparations of veal around it. And 5 different preparations or condiments around. And the same thing with, if you had the lobster, you would have the main lobster, and then you'd have like 4 or 5 different things around it.
Oh, wow.
And that was so we had 5 different amuses. We had the appetizer, the thing around, and you have the entree, same thing, things around. And then they bring the amuses of the dessert, like 5 different amuses for dessert. And then by then we're like, we just need one dessert.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was it was pretty wild. Yeah.
That is cool.
That was a long
How was
conversation.
the flight?
It sucked. The one on over there was okay because my wife and I had really nice seats, but on the way back it wasn't so much fun. And then we were delayed 3 hours in Washington.
Ew.
Speaking of flights, what I found out coming back from Mexico is that apparently these new planes now don't have TV screens because they expect for you to bring your own iPad.
Right.
I'm like,
So you can put it in the
what?
thing?
What is that?
You
I'm
put
like,
on-
not everybody has an iPad.
No, you don't need an iPad. You can also play it on your phone. What airline are you on?
United.
Yeah, so you go on the United app, and on there's an entertainment button.
You say this so calmly, like it's a normal thing.
It
I'm
is
like,
normal.
That's bullshit. Give me a TV. I don't want to pack one more thing in my freaking carry-on.
No, but it's normal. You go on your phone and it's the whole movie thing's on United.
For someone who grew up from birth, knowing that you shut your phone off
Phil,
and
did you
put it
grow
in
up
your
from birth?
bag.
From birth.
From birth.
You too?
Actually,
way.
from
No,
conception.
but like I was always told, you turn off your phone and you put it in your bag and you don't think about it. You read a book, you watch the TV, you do whatever you do to
Right.
get yourself through the flight.
Hmm.
Now it's like, oh, here's our app and Wi-Fi and
Yeah.
tablets, and here with a child, keep them. I'm like, I got smacked if I yelled on a plane. Like, what is this? Bring your own freaking iPad. I was
Yeah.
so mad, so mad
Well,
because
A lot of them are like that. A lot of the commuter ones are like that. Not the ones that are.
like
no.
overseas.
Yeah.
The only time I've watched TV is whenever I had to fly to Malaysia. That's the only time I watched it.
Really?
Yeah, like free movies and all that.
Yeah, I'll watch movies over and over if I go overseas, but thankfully this flight was only 2 hours and I had a book, so I just read while Josh passed out
I've
on
seen
my lap.
I've seen almost every movie on United. And they change them. They change them often, but I have to really look to
Yeah.
find one now. I've seen so many movies. But yeah, well, it's okay, Callan. You'll.
It just made me so. I'm like, why are we jumping way far too in the future? I can't even speak. I don't know. It's just in that moment.
That's
I
how
felt
riled
like
up you are.
Yeah. I felt so old, and I'm not. I'm a millennial. Like, I'm all about the technology and like advancement and everything else. But in that moment, I'm like, keep a plane a plane. Why do?
Have you been on the planes that only have 2 rows and 2 seats on each row?
Yes.
And then on my way back from St. Louis, I was in a plane that had 2 seats in one row in the row on the right, and then there was just like one row, just one seat, and I was in that row. And I was like, oh yeah, ain't nobody next to me.
Elbows.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
Callan,
It's good. Sorry.
turn that timer towards me so I can.
Oh, so I may or may not have forgot to press start, but I know what time we started.
We're
It was
running at
about-
33 minutes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
34 minutes.
See, this is why you shouldn't put me in
That's right.
charge of technology.
She's rusty, Phil.
That's why they didn't give me a TV on United. It's gonna mess.
You
it
wouldn't know
up.
how to. You wouldn't know how to turn it on.
Exactly.
You forget to
Punch
turn.
it.
Oh,
Turn
God.
on.
Oh God. Yeah.
My wife
Sometimes.
had. I bought up some business class tickets for the way over there, which I shouldn't have done. I should have bought out for the way back because it's longer. It's like an hour and a half longer. But this is the first plane I've ever. It was special for us because we've never flown business together, you know. So we were looking forward to that. And but we got on it in our. We had a plane change, so they changed the thing. So it changed the dynamics of the seat chart for whatever reason. But so when we get on there, I've never seen this layout before. But the business class, they're not like this. They're not. The chairs aren't lined up like this. There's one like this, and then there's another one like this, and then one's like this. So you don't have anybody
Directly in front of you.
You have somebody in front of you, but you don't have anybody next to you. So it's great if you're business traveling, But if you're trying, and there's a lot of people pissed off about this. There's an older couple doing the same thing that we did. That they were all giddy. They were taking 1,000 pictures of each other with champagne.
But
and all
then
that.
they couldn't,
They couldn't
sit next to each
other.
other.
So if you're traveling with somebody, you can't sit next to them.
For those that can't see Chef's hands, he means there's no two seats right next to each other.
They can see.
They're
Look, see it
diagonal.
right there.
Well, they can see you, but for those who listen on the podcast.
Yeah. It's so confusing now. We have so many different things going
I
on.
know.
Yeah, we
So
have a
they're
lot.
not. It's not two seats right next to each other. They're diagonal of each other.
Yeah, well, like they're behind each other. They kind of yeah. So and then they put these like
Blinders.
Well, you're cocooned in.
It's like, don't look at me.
Speaking of cocoon.
Oh God, what does that mean?
Yeah, this is we're really going over all over rabbit holes here, but so we're on our way home. We stayed at the airport in Paris for the way home, and I had our room was, and I didn't plan it this way, but it was in the what do you call it, level?
The executive suite, president suite.
Yeah, this room wasn't that big a deal, but it's in that club level.
Oh, okay.
So there's a room that you can go to, and you can go and drink some free wine, and have some hors d'oeuvres and all that. That's cool. So it was a bit expensive, but I didn't know I had that. But anyway, we had it, and so we arrived there, and we're hot. God, we're looking so much forward to it. Finally, it's our first hotel room with air conditioning, and ours didn't work. But yeah, I know it was rough. But anyway. So I said, well, we got there around 5 or 6. So we threw our stuff in the room and threw some water on our face. Let's go down and get a cold drink in the club room. It's not a big deal. It's an old converted bedroom, okay, and it wasn't very luxury done, but the food and the wine were really good. So me and the girls go down there and so we're having some cheese and we're having some wine and we're enjoying ourselves and everything is good. And there's an older couple across the way. And they're probably in their 60s, and the cute little couple having a glass of wine. They're doing a crossword puzzle, and they were fun to watch. So finally, my wife says, "Hey, what are you guys doing? And where are you going?" And let's see if I can pull up this this guy's name. And I said, "Well, we rented a villa and we brought all our children down and we had a nice vacation with them and they, blah blah. And that's good." And so we talked a little bit more, and they were super friendly. So it's just there's 6 of us in the room. That's it. And my wife says, "What do you do?" And this guy's name was Scott Farrar, Farrar. He's a visual effects supervisor, and he works for Lucasfilms.
Oh my God!
Dude, this guy has worked there. When Lucasfilm wasn't even Lucasfilms. And he's been there for 30.
He made all the Star Wars movies.
He made all the Star Wars movies.
I would have geeked out so hard. Please tell me you geeked out so hard.
I was. Visual effects supervisor. He's been an Emmy nominated dude 6 times, and he won for Cocoon.
What the fuck is Cocoon?
It's a
I
movie.
think it's a movie.
If you had a iPad on your plane, you could play. It was back. I think that one was in the 80s when people actually were in cocoons, and it was a freaky movie. I remember the movie.
Oh, okay.
But he made all those. He made the what was it, Kelsey? The Avengers or the Transformers?
What?
This guy is the shit. I mean, he is. And so he says, I'm in movies. I'm in visual effects, for Lucasfilms. And I'm sitting here after about three glasses of wine. And I go, and they're sitting over there, and my wife is here, and my family's over here. And I go, uh-oh. And I go like, like, holy shit, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously we have a movie that we're trying to do. And my wife put her hand on my leg like, Don't
you dare. Don't you freaking dare. I would have too. I would have been like, no, don't ruin this.
She's like, don't you say a word. And I'm sitting there like a kid that is in a candy shop that couldn't touch anything. I was like going crazy. So, and I was proud of myself because I didn't say anything for like 40 minutes. For about 40 minutes.
But you did.
Of course. I'm sitting there with a legend, right? I'm sitting there with one of the most amazing guys ever. And I said, okay, look, I got to say something now. Can I say something now? And all my kids and my wife are like, oh, boy, okay, here we go. And so I got into the whole book, the recipe, and how we're going to want to make it a movie, and the Guzman family, and Louis Guzman, and we had a hell of a conversation after that. So I mean, it was a blast. It was really, really cool. So I sent, so we sent him. So if you're listening, brother, it was really nice. Scott and your wife, your beautiful wife Mary, if you're listening, and you're probably not. It's West Coast is what 6 a.m. So it was, how about that, huh?
Jeez.
So I sent him I sent him a couple books, and she went on. They're both brilliant people. She went online right away and looked at the book and read all the reviews, and she was super cool. So
I
that
can't
was
top that one. That's
that was so that was my deal. That was my vacation. So
nice.
so you guys are having babies. White picket fence. And so when's the big move? What's your roomie gonna do?
Oh, actually,
poor
this is a fun.
Katie.
I know it's a fun story, but I felt like really bad. So, my lease is up at the end of November, so that's like the general move time. And he asked me to move in while we were in Mexico on vacation. So then the first thought that came to my mind was, shit, how am I gonna tell Katie? And so I told Josh, I was like, so this is gonna be difficult. He goes, why? I was like, because now we have to tell my roommate, and she's gonna hate me for life. So we went home, and I waited like a good week or so before I told her, because I was afraid to. And then I was like, well, I gotta tell her now to give her time. And I told her, and she flipped.
Really?
Yeah, she was not happy. Granted, she had just come off of like seeing her family, and she's got like a big Italian family. So like when she comes home, she's really just drained emotionally. And so then I told her that, and she just like could not take it. And we have this standing mirror in our apartment, and she wrote all the pros and cons of moving in with your boyfriend, and it was just
That's
like
awesome.
a whole list of cons and like 3 pros, and like the first one was like love and sex, and then the next one was like you're with Josh, and that was it. And then all the cons.
Well, wait a minute. You guys are like still sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Of course,
though. Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
Yeah. So
Anyways,
let's make that straight.
yeah. So she wrote this like whole pros and cons list, and then like did not speak to me for a good 2 or 3 days. And so then finally she texts me to tell me that our bill was due. And I was like, oh, okay, so now you want to be nice to me and talk to me. And she goes, I'm sorry. It's that time of the month. I was like, oh, so it really wasn't a good day to tell you.
Well, the bill's due.
Yeah,
Right. That's what you meant.
No, but we're fine now. And so she's talking to a potential roommate. So
Oh, cool.
we'll see.
Well,
Yeah,
just
we
have her move in with you guys. You know, that'd be.
I don't think she wants to move down to Sugar Land.
I don't think Josh wants her to move in either.
No, after that pro and con list, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it was a good time.
what else? What else is going on in the world? What anything new? I know we have some other stories. Oh, you know what else we have?
Tell us.
You guys up on the Roseanne thing?
No, you sent this to me last night, and I watched the video, and I was like, "What?
You
what
didn't
is
do your.
this?"
Oh, so you saw the video?
I saw like it was a short, like 30-second clip that I was sent. So I don't know what it is. I know that her show got canceled. I know my
Right.
mother was super upset about it
Mm.
because they were watching it, but I don't understand.
By the way, we're trying to do a TV show too. I have a trailer on that. You guys all know about that. And it's shocking to me that all these remakes are the best that our TV world can do is bring back all these old shows.
Because they're so good.
I don't know, man. Anyway, so the Roseanne, that's right. Her show got canceled. So she tweeted something.
That show was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roseanne show.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it.
So
I like the old one and the new one.
I didn't see the new
The
one.
new one's kind of weird.
Okay.
the new one's out already.
It's been out. That's how it's canceled.
But I heard that
They're gonna start redoing it.
they're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
They're still gonna do it. So
They're
they
gonna
canceled
name
it.
it the Connors.
Oh, is that what they're gonna do? Yeah. So they're gonna keep.
And Roseanne's not gonna be in it.
Right. Obviously.
Because
yeah.
the main thing is, the chick that plays Darlene,
Yeah.
she's the one who wanted to redo it, remake it. So they said, okay, so she's like one of the main, like, I think producers or something. So it was
Okay.
mainly her idea.
Oh, so Roseanne just came along for the ride?
Well, she was like the big name of it. So
Yeah, she was a comedian back in the day, but yeah, they're gonna. So the first they canceled it, and then they said, okay, we're gonna bring it back, but we're gonna bring it back without Roseanne. So she tweeted something 3 months ago, and we'll see that in a second. And then it was stupid, but I do have a problem with the fact that you tweet this one thing and then you're done for life. I mean,
You're fucking done.
yeah, I mean, she's done. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she'll come back from it. Maybe she'll get some kind of stand up, or
I
maybe.
don't know. Her reaction from it doesn't seem like she'll come back very easily.
Yeah, so of course, she's not a stable person, and
What
so
comedian is?
so now she's trying to repair her image. She's going on a couple of shows to defend herself, but in the meantime, it appears that she had her son or somebody take a Facebook video of her, and so she could tell her own story. So she's trying to do this repair on her own. So that's what we have. So go ahead and play that clip.
Okay, I don't think I saw this one.
Roseanne Barr is next. Roseanne Barr is still defending her racist tweets about Valerie Jarrett. And you know what? I don't have a word for it. Just take a look.
I'm trying to talk about Iran. I'm trying to talk about Valerie Jarrett wrote the Iran deal.
I know, but you've told me this 300 times. Do you know that
That's what my tweet was about.
I know, you've explained this literally 300 times.
I thought the bitch was white. God damn it! I thought the bitch was white.
That bitch is crazy.
So this is from a mock interview posted on Roseanne's official.
I saw. What does that mean? I thought the bitch was white.
Because she
made a racist tweet about a person that she thought was white, and the person was actually black.
What did the tweet say?
the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it looked like Planet of the Apes or something.
Yeah. So I don't think that.
She said the person looked like
can I
the.
Google this?
Yeah,
what,
go ahead.
What was?
First she blamed it on Ambien, right, Phil?
Yeah, she took too much Ambien and she was drinking.
Yeah, and she said so. Ambien is what caused it, and then she had a whole slew of other excuses, and now she's saying that she thought the bitch was white.
Wow, and wait, no, that was Donald Trump. What did she say? Too bad Trayvon was unarmed, or GZ would be the dead one. Wait,
No, that's not
that's
the-
not it. What is? I don't know.
So anyway, so she's pretty much done. And during that time, the sad part was not only is her career done, but she ruined the career of what is there
What
at
is
least
that?
200 people on that show, at least 200 people that are working that show, maybe more, maybe 300 people that are working that show. They're all of a sudden immediately out of a job. So anyways,
Yeah, that's real shitty.
and this last clip that she was doing with her son or whoever it was, just came out. So yeah, she's got some she's got some challenges.
Racist.
And then
I'm so curious about this. Like, I knew something had happened, but I didn't know. I would like to find that, but anyways,
yeah, it's like 3 months old now.
but in another video, she even says like they canceled my show because I voted for Trump.
Well,
I'm like,
that's
that's a decent
she does say
reason.
that, and that all of Hollywood is a Trump hater, and if they were to do this show with Roseanne as a lead and she's a Trump supporter, it would be difficult to control her, which is I think is crazy things to who cares if you're a Trump supporter, but the artists are very thick in their beliefs and I guess that the Trump thing is a problem.
Here's what's crazy to me. I type in Google what was Roseanne's racist tweet, and every
There's
single
been a
link will
few.
not like the racist tweet, but every single link doesn't show you what it is. It just talks about like how racist it is.
I think
To
that she
me, that's a
deleted
little-
it already.
After racist
Yeah,
tweet.
but they would have taken a screenshot or something.
What's that one say right there? After racist treat.
Treat?
Treat.
After a racist tweet.
What is a racist treat?
Yeah.
That is racist, sir.
God, speaking of, I got on the phone with
I was
someone.
gonna say something. I was gonna say it.
Who was asking like advice on a menu, and so I was like, well, what do you like to eat? Blah blah blah. And she goes, I don't know. Half my family's Jewish, and I just don't know what they eat. I was like, I'm sorry, and she goes, well, I don't know what they eat. Like
Boiled eggs.
How
Well, I
about some
said-
gefilte
I
fish?
said, oh, well,
Gravlax.
well, do I need to be kosher conscious? And she goes, well, no, nothing like that. I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, and she's like, oh, I need to talk to my son because he married a Jew, and I just don't know what they eat.
Oh,
I was
no.
like,
Well, you know how those Jews are difficult, Jess.
I told my friend, I was like, I was afraid to say anything for fear that she would do something to me.
Phil, should we bring?
I'm just click.
Should we bring back the Jew for our Christmas episode this year?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so
I can't find it.
we're probably
I don't
getting
know.
close on time here. So,
Anyways.
but seeing how football season is just open, and the Texans actually look pretty good on Thursday. They won.
Barely.
Well,
They almost lost.
well,
But they won.
They won. They won, and they look good, and the rookie looked good. And hey, what the hell? They went from the green. They practiced at the Greenbrier. You know that summer camp was at the Greenbrier.
I did not know that.
Buddy of mine's a chef up there. Second year in a row or third year in a row. So they truck all this stuff up there, all the sleds, everything. It's a big ordeal. So they went right from the Greenbrier to Arrowhead Stadium. So if they could win that game, I was happy about it, and they looked okay. But the reason why I'm bringing all this up is they have a player on the roster. His name is Jester Waugh. I think you have a clip there. And
Is there a clip?
there isn't a clip. It's just a news article.
Oh, okay, there we go.
At least there was anyway. What'd you do, Jeff? So don't
I didn't do it.
don't play that. Go up a little bit.
I can't. I go up.
Right. Okay. A little more.
That one. Or the
Yeah,
you need the
there-
title.
there you
Who
go.
names their child Jester?
Wide
They
receiver.
thought he was going to be funny.
How do you say the last name? Wah.
Wah.
Wea?
Like yeah.
Way?
but
Way? Way? Wea?
Wah.
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 Like yeah.
Wah.
That's how you spell yeah with like a double.
Wah.
Hey
Wah.
wah. Hey wah.
Wah.
Wah. Stop your whining. So anyway, wide receiver. Look at this nephew of one of the greatest soccer players of all time, and also Liberia's president. The president of Liberia is his uncle.
Jeez.
That's a pretty big deal, right?
I would think so.
His uncle's a president, for crying out loud.
I should say so.
So I was thinking maybe we should have him on the show. I mean, we never
His
had,
uncle or him?
not?
both.
No.
Yeah, we never had a president of a country on the show before.
Probably
No,
wouldn't
well,
come.
he's not. Oh, I see. No, you know what I told? Because Josh makes football a big deal in the house, especially the Texans. And so,
Texans is life.
yeah, right. So when we first started dating, he like made this point to tell me like football is like my Sundays are sacred and I watch football and I
Right.
don't like to be bothered and blah,
Right.
blah, blah. And like you can come and hang out, but when
Bring me cold beers.
But
Yeah,
shut
exactly.
up.
So growing up, my dad always used to make like a little individual cooler and fill it with beer and then take it upstairs so he wouldn't have to get up during whatever he was watching.
right.
He wasn't a big football man, but like
You could
that's
ring
what
a
he
bell,
would do,
and
right?
then you have to bring him a
So
beer.
what I told Josh I would do since I'm moving in during football season is I would make him his own little personal cooler of beer and then make sure he has his like snacks or whatever, and then I could like sit and watch videos on my phone while he watches football. He was like, "I love you." I'm like, "I don't want to get snapped at." Like,
Yeah.
just have your little football season. So, message to the guys out there for the girls: if you tell your girl ahead of time, "Hey, this is important to me, and I would really appreciate it if X, Y, and Z happened," sometimes you might have a compromise and get a little something out of it.
I don't know about that, Phil. You?
Man, I don't know.
Communication.
I'm not like that though.
No,
I
I mean,
don't have to be bothered by.
yeah,
I
but
don't-
like everybody
yeah.
has their thing. Like for me, it's like don't bug me when I'm watching my show on Netflix or something. If I'm trying
You
to
get
like,
mad at him?
oh,
I have to rewind now. 10 seconds.
oh, I know. Like it's so bad.
And then it has to
like,
buffer, and it's not high quality
like he
anymore.
does. So he has to. I've asked him. I'm like, hey, if you need to talk to me, like tell me so I can pause it. And so that's like our agreement with me. Like if I'm watching my show, I don't want to be bugged. Like just let me pause it. And if he's watching football, same thing. I'm like, okay, here's your beer. You don't have to get up. You don't have to do anything. Just let me sit here. Just let me live.
Let
Wow.
me do my thing.
Wow, it's big news, Callan. You got it all figured out, and he's got you trained, so that's good. Good for
Yeah.
you. Good for you, Truck.
Oh damn.
Yeah, good for you, Truck, man. Congrats
Well,
on
he's
you
paying
guys.
most of the bills, so yeah.
Yeah.
Fair trade.
You guys can start building that white picket fence.
You're not going halvesies on the Bills?
No, when he first asked me to move in, I was like, well, okay, so how are we gonna work this out? And he was like, don't worry about it. I'm like, what? He's like, you can just like do the,
Cha-ching.
right? I was like, huh? He goes, yeah, you can just do like the cleaning and like grocery shopping and stuff. I need help with that. I was like,
When you move in, I need somebody to clean my house.
yeah. I was like, so basically, I'm your live-in maid. And he
Exactly
was
right.
like,
That's
yeah,
right.
like, you know,
And
I'm
bring me
like,
cold
no,
beer on
no.
Sunday.
I'm like, no, 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 no. That's not how this is working. I'm gonna pay some rent. I'm gonna pay some bills. I will help with the cleaning and grocery shopping, but I am not gonna be your live-in maid.
So, Callan, you got it all wrong.
So you wash my underwear?
This is what you do.
Pretty much.
First of all, Truck's got it right. Yeah, bring me cold beers on Sunday and clean the house. I think he's and cook, right? I mean, he's got to cook too.
Yeah,
So
well,
count.
he doesn't. I mean, he cooks, but
So,
it's
all right. So
like
cook,
cereal
cook
and-
clean, and bring cold beer. Callan. Okay. But what you should do, I think, is take his deal. Don't pay the rent, and don't pay any of that, and but don't clean either, and get a maid. You pay for the maid. Boom.
it's a good idea.
See?
No, I just like on a personal woman's level, I didn't want to feel like I was just, I don't know. I wanted to feel like I had a stake in it too. You know, like I'm
You're
living
still on
there
the
too.
steak. Yeah, she's on steak.
Yeah, right now. But like it's
Texas Beef Council.
it's like I don't want to feel like I'm just a guest constantly. If I'm not paying rent, then I'm a guest. You know? And he can just kick me out whenever he wants.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I need
I gotta have something in it.
yeah, I gotta put something in it so that
gotta
I
have
feel
some-
like I actually live here.
You need me.
She's gotta have some steak in it.
So
I tell you what, guys, I think we're running late, and you have anything else you want to share before we move on here? Appreciate you guys coming in studio, and I think that pretty much wraps up another episode of the Recipe Unplugged, as we pretty much don't fact check anything, and that's what we do. So, but listen, fans out there, thank you for watching. If you're watching and if you're listening to the podcast, make sure you subscribe. Okay, so put us in your little purple icon there and subscribe, so we download into your head, and all those shows will be there at your fingertips, ready to go. That's important for us, and all of you World Chefs people all around the world, thank you for tuning in. You guys have been awesome. But this is what you get to look forward to. Next week we're going to do one show, one Unplugged show, I believe, and then the following week, I think it's around the 25th, whatever that is, the third week of August, we're going to start doing a regular time slot of starting around 9:30. So 9:30, you'll always see one of our live shows either on YouTube or on Facebook, and as well as you can catch them all on the podcast. So, and we have a new show coming to you guys, by the way. You probably don't know this, Callan. We have a new show so we're going to do the recipe, Celebrity Secrets to a Successful Life. That's one. We have the Unplugged, which is this one, and then we have Gourmet Club Live. That's Jay's creation. Jay came up with that. Gourmet Club Live. That's going to be our third show, and that's always going to be an in-studio guest, and that will be someone from the hospitality field, primarily from Houston. But if someone's in town, we'll have them too. So it's going to be a really cool hospitality guest, some top chefs. We had Robert Del Grande last week, so we'll have a lot of fun with that. Maybe we'll even bring some snacks in, some steaks, whatever. So that's what you have to look forward to, guys, and I hope that you all kind of enjoy that. And now on Facebook, we can also, I think, Jay, I think we probably can hear people's hear them. We can see their text maybe at some point, maybe if we're live streaming, but yeah, so we're going to look into that. So, but send us, we'll even take some calls, but or text. So let us know what you're thinking. So that pretty much wraps up another episode of the Unplugged. Thank you for listening. Again, we want to give another shout out to our sponsors: Ace Way, Dunkin' Coffee, Texas Beef Council, and the Escoffier Schools of Culinary Arts. You guys are all awesome and amazing. Thank you for supporting us and helping us bring this show to all of our cool people, all our fans who are the smartest people on the planet. So a big thank you to all of you guys. And listeners, again, please subscribe for us and put us in your pocket in the podcast thing and subscribe. And help
Put us in your pocket.
Put us in your pocket and listen to us when you go to the gym, go shopping, or in the car, whatever it is. Rate, rank, and review and subscribe. That helps us, and tell a friend. That's about it. So I have some other stuff. I'm not going to get into it. If you want to buy something on Amazon, go to our website, chefcharlescarroll.com, chefcharlescarroll.com. You'll see all of our shows. You'll see our sponsor information. You'll see the show notes, but also if you want to buy something on Amazon, go to my website, push that Amazon link there, and buy whatever you want, and that helps also to support the show. So that's pretty cool. So a big thank you to Phil Phoenix. Thanks for coming in, and Jay, thanks for making all this magic happen, and Jess, thank you for showing up again, man. That was really cool.
Hey.
Yeah, the
I
old.
was just thinking the next time I come back, y'all are gonna have like 5 different shows and twice as big studio. Like,
Yeah, we haven't even started yet.
Jesus.
We haven't even started with the studio yet. So I mean, we you know we have to start getting the studio filled.
What happened to the bar?
That's coming though.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
I missed out on the bar.
No, we're gonna have a bar and we're gonna have some snacks. And what we eventually would like to do is start doing some shows like on like a Monday evening. And we have the green room and we can have some friends up here and we can have a party and
Well, as
yeah.
long as you have a bar, I'm
Some
here.
hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Or the verse.
So that'll all be good. All right, let's end this show, you guys. But thanks for all for coming, Kelsey. Also, thanks for Kelsey's going to start pushing some buttons here. So thank you all for being here. Remember, you're special. You're great. Get off your ass and do something today. See you next time.
And I want to be mine. Stand up in the club.